Top of the morning, y'all. Top of the morning. Have y'all ever been, arrested for marijuana or a simple possession? Heck, have y'all even got a trafficking? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm about to tell y'all this story right here. 240 pounds of marijuana. This man got caught with 240 pounds of marijuana. And y'all know if he was black, what would have happened? But guess what? They only gave this man a year probation. Y'all think I'm playing? Check this video out.
An unexpected outcome to a pair of drug busts involving hundreds of pounds of marijuana. The suspects were accused of trafficking the drugs through the Jacksonville International Airport. News 4 Jax reporter Eric Avenier joins us live from the airport to explain what happened.
Well, Scott, all that marijuana was stuffed into suitcases and then flown from California here to Jacksonville International Airport. And once those suitcases were taken from this baggage claim area, they were placed into vehicles that were later pulled over after they left the airport. Back in November of last year, DeJong Wang and Hugh Lee were pulled over and arrested by Florida Highway Patrol when they were caught with 240 pounds of marijuana stuffed in suitcases. Both men were facing mandatory minimums of 3 years in prison if convicted on charges of trafficking marijuana, but the charges were reduced to possession with an intent to sell, and that's what the men pled guilty to and only received 1 year of house arrest followed by 2 years of probation. Local attorney John Hausbauer is not affiliated with the case, but is an expert on legal defense pertaining to drug charges. He says getting caught with 240 pounds of marijuana doesn't always lead to a slap on the wrist, but in this case,
there could have been information provided to the government, some degree of cooperation. There's always some backstory there to arrive at that type of disposition.
And then there's the case of Artez Ward and Michael Lewis, who were arrested after they left the airport and were pulled over with 125 pounds of marijuana stuffed in suitcases. They were also facing marijuana trafficking charges, but the charges were dropped. In this disposition letter, the prosecutor said because the defendants never made any comments to the trooper that pulled them over and because there was no body cam video, the prosecutor could not prove who the suitcases belonged to. Hausbauer says if the prosecutor had surveillance video from the airport baggage claim, the prosecutor would have likely had a stronger case to pursue.
That would have tied the suitcases to these individuals. But a roadside stop where these individuals are detained and ultimately arrested, it's not their vehicle, they weren't driving. How does the government make the case to put those pieces of property with those individuals absent those external pieces of evidence? That could have been critical.
And once again, in that second case, those two suspects, those two individuals, they would have been facing a mandatory minimum of 3 years in prison if convicted on that marijuana trafficking charge. Reporting live from inside JAX, I'm Eric Avenier, Channel 4, the local station.
So notice how they said accused, you know what I'm saying, but of trafficking, but clearly showed that they was trafficking, right? You know what I'm saying? And then notice how the lawyer, he was just nonchalant and he was just throwing out so many possibilities and excuses. Like, imagine if they would think like that for black people, man. Imagine when these kids are out here doing it. This is a grown ass man. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, then they said it was like a mandatory, like 3 years. Only a mandatory 3 years if they got caught with the traffic. I know people got simple possessions of marijuana with intent. Yeah. Gave them a possession of marijuana with intent and they sit down for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Sentences. Like, these are black people we talking about. And it's not just one or two. It's a lot of them done like that. A lot of little petty crimes or crimes that should have been, you know what I'm saying, given a chance of these kids opportunity or rehabilitation to help them back in the environment, which y'all don't do that as well. Y'all let them go out there and relapse so they can come right back to y'all. I mean, let's just keep that 100. But instead, you know what I'm saying, even trying to give them those opportunities or help them, y'all just railroad them every time. Don't give them no deferred sentences. Y'all always give them suspended. Only time y'all gonna give them deferred if y'all can almost 100% guarantee they're gonna come back, so y'all can give them a suspended and say y'all tried. But the ones y'all know that won't, y'all never gave them no deferreds. Y'all gave them straight suspended sentences. So you got to think about stuff like that, man. A lot of lives been ruined when y'all let these people go on about their lives like every other day. When it be young men that got kids. Y'all take them out of the household like that, put them in a penitentiary. The mother's raising them, put the mothers against them. The father get out, he's struggling, he can't get on his feet. He going back to doing the right stuff, in and out of jail, in and out of jail. The mother out here running the streets, throwing her twat out there to Sally, Dick, and Harry. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it 100. Trying to survive, or you know what, God knows what's going out here nowadays. These women is great. I talked to a woman the other day, and she was talking about her daughter left all the kids with her. She got the kids. She been having her daughter kids for the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? The daughter just out here running around. I mean, like, and the father, I think one of the fathers was passed, and the other one's in jail. Like, it's crazy, bro. Y'all gotta understand. I don't think y'all care, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to get out of here, man. This turned me up. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy 2700, man. I'm going to keep dropping y'all them bangers all day, man. So keep rocking with me, man. I'm gone.